How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, also, aka King from and of Fort Myers and Southwest Florida. Back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right. Of course, I hope everything's going good. You know, today's Tuesday. I hope y'all are having a fantastic, pause. A terrific and thankful Tuesday. That's what I hope y'all are having. All right. And, you know, this is the second day of the week, but of course, you know, hey, listen, within the blink of our eye, we're already at the middle of the week because Wednesday is just a couple hours away. But listen, y'all, just make sure that y'all keep up with the grind. Let's make sure that we just keep moving forward, keep, accomplishing our goals and just taking one step at a time. All right. But anyway, off to the side, because of course you already know why the king is on the mic and why the king is up on the screen. It is another episode of the news of the people. There's always something to report and there's always something to fill you guys in on, and for this particular occasion, all right, y'all might get tired of me for doing this, man, because I've been spending a whole lot of time at FGCU, and I'm gonna tell y'all what exactly I've been up to, or rather what we've been up to. All right, myself, the Blue Empire, the news of the people, the folks at FGCU, because literally it has been a blast. All right, and of course that they gonna see me there a little bit more often. Y'all might really get tired of me, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna let y'all know what's what. All right, but anyway, as far as these past several days, man, that I've been fortunate enough to attend 3 separate events. All right, and let me tell y'all what these 3 events are. Right. So the first event that I was at, I already made a video about it. It was in relation to the first ever the first GBM that the Black Student Alliance ended up hosting for, this school year. That went down not too long ago. And then also, funny enough, that same day, it's a brand new, and my apologies if I happen to be spitting all over the place, but a brand new organization ended up, sprouting out, essentially coming into emergence up on the campus of, again, Florida Gulf Coast University. This particular university is called the Collegiate 100. All right, and I'm telling y'all, bro, they're legit. They're legit. All right, they got a whole bunch of male leaders up in that particular organization. It's absolutely insane. All right, but they just ended up hosting an event that same day that BSA had an event too. And that particular event was rather, I'll say definitely rather chill. It was a good time for anyone in attendance to pull up and really, how should I say, have a good time playing some FIFA, playing some 2K, also playing some cards as well. In which I have a funny story time for y'all. I got a funny story time. All right, but there's those 2 events, and then of course, I ended up going to the AKAs pool party just this past Saturday, in which that was also a blast. Big shout outs to every single one of the AKAs for pulling that one off, and also not even AKAs did amazing. Shout out to everybody who was in attendance. All right, if I knew everybody's name and I had everybody's social media, I would add every single body. All right, because again, the vibes on point, fire, fuego. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all a little bit of something. All right, and hell, I might even make a separate video just going into all the finer details. But more specifically, right? Let's start with the BSA's event, right? As far as that one, definitely, like I said, it was amazing. Every single event was amazing. We actually got to learn about who their executive board members are. All right, and I'll make sure to I'll do my best to leave all of their social media pages. I don't believe I follow every single one of them, but we ended up, meeting the executive board members, and also at that same time, we ended up playing. We ended up playing a couple group games, and that was amazing. And which also, by the way, big shout outs to their executive board, because they provided us with they provided us with some, you know, good food. They provided us with chicken. They provided us with chips. They also provided us with some throwbacks as well. And again, like I said, my apologies if I keep spitting, but hey, listen, they came through with the Capri Suns. All right, I'm so excited because I don't know, they probably didn't know this, right? But the last time that the king had, funny enough, pause, the last time that the king had a Capri Sun was when he was a boy. All right, funny enough. So it's, I don't even know. It feels like a damn near, it feels like a decade, man. It feels like a decade somewhere within that particular mix. Allow me to cut the volume down. I gotta hear myself think, right? But anyway, it's been that long since I've had a Capri Sun, so they was hooking me up with the throwback vibes, and also big shout outs to them, because they definitely didn't have to allow me to do this, because y'all, listen, for everybody that, I guess for my Seminoles, they know that I graduated up there, and I you know, I don't necessarily attend any other organizations, but big shout outs to BSA, Collegiate 100, and AKAs for allowing me to roll through, because I know that, again, one, it's very essential, one, that whenever it is that you guys, especially, you know, Eagles watching this video, that you RSVP on Eagle Link, so that, you know, these organizations can make, I guess, really make preparations in advance, not only just for their sake, but for your guys' sake as well. And I appreciate them, you know, accommodating me for that. But, you know, again, they provided me with some food, provided me with some drinks, as well as the rest of everybody else who was in attendance. And we ended up playing a couple games. I know that the first one was like Link. It was something, essentially, one person started off with mentioning something that they like or dislike, and everybody had to race to that person to link up with that person, but only one person could link up with that, you know, who said person who kicked it off. And you know, that person who linked up with the starter, the initiator, had to, you know, get there quick enough. So that was very, very fun. You know, excellent opportunity for, you know, the entire squad to again, it was an icebreaker, and that's exactly what it did. It broke the ice, and I see that even though this is the first event of BSA, definitely the vibe, the bond amongst one another, that BSA family, it's I see it trending in a positive direction. So big shout outs to BSA, and my apologies even for not even mentioning all the specifics when it comes to their executive board. I wish I took notes on everything. I could tell y'all just off, and also BSA, I apologize, you know, for not necessarily having all the information. Well, I could tell y'all off rip that CJ is the brand new secretary. Actually, last year, funny enough, he was just the treasurer too. So that boy's on. Listen, it's crazy because he cannot stay out of the cabinet, fool. Man, he cannot stay out of the cabinet, man. That man's always gonna be top 4. But anyway, I can tell y'all that he is, I know for certain he's the secretary. I can tell y'all that Tracia Elliott, yes, the president of the Gamma sorority, she's vice president of this particular organization, and I'll do my best also again to get all the information in terms of the rest of the executive board members. But I'm trying to think what else, because we did happen to play another game as well. We ended up playing Black Card Revoked. We played Black Card Revoked, and luckily, I'll say this, they kept it light. You know, there was no serious penalties, but of course, you know, we had some interesting trivia. You know, there was like the first question, what's the biggest conspiracy within the black community? And there was a couple of answers. There was something about OJ going through and you know, I don't know, OJ, it was the OJ case, and then there was another option of you know, where, you know, is Tupac really dead, right? And I'm not gonna hold you, your boy selected that one. A lot of people ended up selecting that one, and then a lot of people ended up selecting the one for OJ, and I'm just recalling a specific moment because it was really funny. And there's another moment that I'll recall as well, but essentially, you know, a good friend of mine, Kamari, you know, she ended up choosing the OJ option. And I'll say this, the reason why she chose it, it was legit. She was going on talking about the evidence that was presented in the case, and when she was making a point, I was like, damn. I was like, damn, she kind of got a point there. She kind of got a point. I can see why that would be a bigger conspiracy, but also at the same time too, I know that it just sort of kind of seems and feels like the Tupac situation. Not that it's not. I don't. To say that it's more important, it would be a poor choice of words. But I don't know. It seems like there's been more buzz about that particular, the death of Tupac situation. Although it's not like a wide margin span or whatever, which is what makes the question so tough to begin with. That's what makes it a good question. By the way, big shout outs to BSA for that. But overall, though, we all of us ended up selecting the Tupac answer. We ended up getting it right. So, we gonna pat ourselves on the back for that one. There was another option. There was another question. It was like, where did Michelle Obama get her first get her undergraduate degree? And I'll say there was like a couple options. There was like Howard, there was Harvard, there was Princeton, and then there was the University of Chicago. And I chose the University of Chicago only because I knew that Obama spent a good bit of time in Chicago, in Illinois, and there was a particular gentleman. My apologies again for not recalling names, but one he was going on. He was recalling the story of Barack Obama, and I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, that's where my mind was, because I know he spent some time in Illinois. They had to have met up there, and we were so confident. I was riding with him. And then we found out it was Princeton. Man, listen, we had to take that loss on the chin, man. But nonetheless, though, again, overall it was very, very fun. And I'll say this also, even as I'm making this video, I'll make sure to post the picture that I took at the event, because I did happen to get a snapshot of their upcoming events. I know that they've got a spooky GBM coming up, and I want to say that they have a Halloween party as well. I maybe they have more events. Those are just the two that I know off the top of my head. Or even I know that they have something where there's like a costume party of a sort, costume party or a costume contest. So definitely, y'all be on the lookout, because I'll make sure to post the picture that I'm referencing. But after that particular event, and I caught up with some good friends, again, big shout outs to Mr. Leon, all right, because I had a very interesting discussion, I'll say intellectual discussion with Mr. Leon, as well as with CJ, just before I ended up getting up out of there, and not only that, with the entire executive board. I ended up checking out the the event hosted by the Collegiate 100, in which, by the way, again, big shout outs to that particular organization, because I believe they're actually starting out. They and not only that too, they've already got their executive board. They already have their president, internal vice president, external vice president. They already have their secretary and their treasurer. In which, by the way, y'all know how I mentioned a little bit earlier that CJ could not stay out of the cabinet. I'm telling you, CJ is. Listen, y'all. I want to say he's the secretary of the Collegiate 100. Wow, let me stop stuttering. He's also either the secretary or the treasurer of the Collegiate 100 as well. So y'all, not that for any individuals that I happen to add, y'all, please make sure that y'all check them out. Y'all, please make sure that y'all show them some love, but especially that particular gentleman, because he's all over the place, man. Hell, he's like the honey badger, man. Bro, he can't get enough. He can't get enough. He all over the place. But at this event, it was a whole bunch of fun. There's a number of, I'll just say overall, listen, it seemed like all the fraternities that was present at, I guess that's at FGCU, they all had somebody who was there. There was And funny enough, the card game that I'm about to tell you guys, of course, you know, there were some of the betas, there was some of the alphas there. There was also there was one particular representative from the Nupes fraternity, and I'm trying to think. Also, of course, the Sigmas, I believe that they were there as well. So definitely, you know, it seems like all the fraternities that I happen to know about at FGCU were there. Although I will say this, that may not necessarily be the case, and I'm not. Let me say that I'm not absolutely certain on that, but just know that there was a lot of people at this particular event. You know, of course, CJ, of course, big shout outs to the president of Collegiate 100, Daniel, because, you know, he was also there in attendance. And also, y'all make sure that y'all check out his social media and show him some love too, because he's a part of the Alpha fraternity. I'm trying to think what else. Like I mentioned before, they had I want to say 2 PS5s. There was 2K on one game console. There was FIFA on the other game console, and then there was a group of us just playing this one particular card game. Now I cannot tell y'all what the name of the card game is, but what I can tell you, it's this one card game where you have to match like 4 cards of the same suit or whatever. Actually, not the same suit. I guess same number, different suits. That's and then, you know, the dealer keeps passing you cards, and, you know, everybody playing, just if they don't like the card, they pass it on to the next person and they keep it going. Y'all, let me tell y'all about how unknowingly I got them with the okie doke, y'all, because I told them that I didn't know how to play, and I genuinely did not know how to play the game. All right, and also, by the way, big shout outs to, I believe he's an advisor, Tio. Big shout outs to him, y'all. Big shout outs to him. He's actually the person who well, actually, he and everybody playing the game taught me the game. But he more specifically, you know, I recall getting most of the information from him, and also I believe he's involved with the MLD at FGCU. So again, big shout outs to him and big shout outs to MLD at FGCU. But essentially, you know, I did not know. Listen, I can't even recall what the name of the game is. All right, and so they were like, "Yo, you gotta sit down and play. We know about you. We know about you. You gonna sit down and you gonna play this game." And I'm like, "All right, I got you, man." And then I was sort of kind of learning on the fly. And then I'll say this, y'all. Listen. One round is like round after round, it kept going. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't even fully explain the game. So again, the objective is to match 4 of the same, I guess, cards of the same number, whichever, different suits. And let's say if once one person, you know, is able to match 4 cards, they immediately grab, because like there's like candy or something in the middle, they immediately grab in the middle, right? And then now at that point, everyone has to grab in the middle, and the last person to grab in the middle, or, you know, who just doesn't grab in the middle at all, they lose. All right, or so they're eliminated. And I'm telling you, y'all, round after round, your boy was hanging in there. All right, and I was glad, first off, for the first round that I didn't lose. I was praying that I didn't go out round 1. I didn't, so, you know, got past that one, you know, and then the next round came, got past that one, you know. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm halfway there, you know, and then I ended up passing the halfway mark, and then I ended up getting down to the final bits, you know. There, of course, you know, I'm going up against Tio, and there was another particular gentleman from the Betas fraternity. Actually, I think it was a couple of them at that point, and then we ended up going through playing one person after, I guess, next person after next person. Oh yeah, pause. My apologies, because how could I be disrespectful? Yo, guys, Evan was also there too. He's president of the LUL fraternity, and I really do apologize, y'all, because of course LUL was also there in attendance too. But It was me, Evan, and Tio. All right, we kept going. We ended up eliminating Tio, and it was me and Evan and me and the Prez. All right, and I'm gonna say this, y'all. This is where the trickery comes in at, because I'm gonna keep it tall. The king was on some tomfoolery. The king was unknowingly cheating. All right, because y'all, and as I'm describing the game, y'all may be able to tell me what the name of the game is, but what I didn't know, right, was that, and my fault, y'all. This song caught me off. This song caught me off guard. What I didn't know, I knew you had to match 4 cards, but I didn't know that you only had to have 4 cards in your hands. I thought that you could pick up however many that you want. And it was me and Evan. We was going on. Evan got 4 cards. I got like 6 of them in my hand. Everybody's like, yo, what the hell you got going on? And I'm like, what you mean? I got 6. I'm trying to match these muds, bro. And they like, yo, Zach, that's not how you play. That's not how you play, King. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't even want to think about the past rounds then, bro. And then there was a particular gentleman sitting over to my right. What's it called? He was a part of the Nupes fraternity. He was like, yeah, and I'm not gonna hold you, Evan. Listen, he was about to mess around and get you up out of there, because, yo, of those 6 cards, he had all of them matching. So, boy, if he would have kept going, he would have put that thing together on you, right? and you know, I'm like, damn, man, I couldn't get out that easy. But, y'all, we ran it back, me and Evan again, and, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely gonna wear this L. I'm gonna wear this L big time, because, well, oh no, pause. I said wear the L. I didn't take the L. I'm gonna wear this W. All right, W. I don't even know how to do it. But yo, W. Throw the W's up in the comment section, man, because I listen. I remember it like it was nothing. I had like 6s, right? 4 6s, and once I had it, listen, my eyes lit up. I put my hand in that middle, grabbed that candy, and I ended up winning. And that was, again, a whole lot of fun. Big shout outs to all of the entities and all of the individuals that was there at that particular event. Again, that was really a good time. I also got a little bit of scoop too. I don't necessarily know if they want me to provide more of the details, but the Collegiate 100 does have another event going down. It's going to be going down in middle October, and it's not entirely the same event that I'm talking about. It's actually going to be pertaining towards how should I say? It's going to be pertaining towards, you know, making sure that the academics are right. So, you know, definitely I'm excited for that particular event as well. And for you guys at FGCU, especially the ones involved in fraternities, and especially, you know, the ones that are, you know, involved in being a part of the Collegiate 100, which, by the way, go check out their social media page. Yeah, no, that's going to be one of those events that you're going to want to keep your eye on. But now, of course, we have the AKA pool party as well. What better way to end the week off of, you know, when it comes to FGCU events? That whole lot of fun. Of course, y'all, AKAs was there. Again, you know, the Poodles, they was also there. I know that DJ was there, and funny enough, DJ was also at that game night hosted by Collegiate 100. So, you know, DJ was there. I'm trying to think. Evan was also there. Leonard was there. You know, Mr. Leon was there. My apologies again for the people who I'm leaving out. But definitely there was a lot of people there. We had some fun. You know, everybody was up in the pool. Your boy, I came up out the suit. I threw on I already had on my gym shorts. I just hopped in the water, and it was amazing. We threw the football around, and which for y'all who were there, all right, I apologize, because listen, y'all, my aim, man, listen, I'm gonna blame it on the water. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna blame it on the water. Your boy was in the water trying to throw that thing, trying to sling the rock. you know, and you know, sometimes it was good, sometimes, you know, it was you know, we ain't gonna talk about it. But nah, it was definitely a fun time, and I can tell y'all this, yo, the AKAs, they got that arm strength, because I'm telling you, they could sling the rock with the best of them as well. But again, big shout outs to the AKAs. I'm trying to think what else. There was by the time that I got there a little bit late. But we ended up playing a couple games. I know one of the games that we played was the water balloon toss. The water balloon toss, man. I don't, again, I'll have to do better when it comes to memorizing names. But definitely I'll say me and my partner, it's not about me. But we actually, you know what? I was partnered up with Mr. Leon. We ended up making it third, and you know, of course, in typical fashion, I believe that the two people, the team that won, of course, was from the AKA sorority. All right, so you know, they got that hand-eye teammate coordination. They got that all down pat. You know, as a true sisterhood, especially a sophisticated sisterhood, you know, as what you would expect. But you know, definitely, I'm trying to think, what was the other game? Because there was also like a water cup challenge. So you know, the water cup challenge was, there's like 2 teams, you know, everybody line up, and it's a means of, you know, everybody working together as a team. You know, you pick with a cup, you know, get the water from, you know, the bucket, pass it on to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, and up until, you know, one team happens to empty out the bucket, and that was a good bit of fun as well. The AKAs, again, they got that on lock. And then of course, you know, for the fraternities and sororities that were present, they ended up doing their thing when it came to the strolling. So, you know, again, big shout outs to them for that. I'm going to make sure to post the videos when around, if I'm not able to connect it to, you know, this particular post, then I'll just make sure to still just post it however it is that I can. But outside of that, that's pretty much all of what I happen to have for y'all. I will say this, I'm going to try to get this video out ASAP, but and I'm gonna go ahead and mention this right now, for the chance that I do happen to post the video. Come tomorrow, all right, and tomorrow being Wednesday, the 13th, the AKAs are partnering up with the Poodles, and both of them, they're partnering up with, you know, the Soul Flowers, and all 3 of them are hosting the rap and hip hop, well, pause, the rap and R&B, my apologies, the rap and R&B bingo tomorrow. So that's going to be another event as well, and I'm going to do my best to you know, get some more footage. There's no way in hell I have this. I now got this iPhone. I got cameras and stuff. I better be making the most of it. I should be making the most of it. So I'm going to make sure to, you know, record, you know, and bring the footage back. And one, you know, to promote whoever, you know, all of the people present, all, you know, involved, just because, again, they deserve it. And also to let y'all know, hey, man, it's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of stuff going down. Whole lot of stuff going down at FGCU. There's a whole lot of stuff that these organizations have going on. Also, more specifically, there's a lot going on within the city. There's a lot going on in San Carlos Park, in Fort Myers, in Southwest Florida. So I don't care where it is that you happen to be. If you're within our relative area, if you're within our state, if you're outside of the state, y'all pay attention. All right, pay attention, because yo, we listen, we're making magic. We making some things shake over here. All right, and you know, regardless of who you happen to be, you can stand to gain a thing or two from it. All right, but anyway, I've been talking for a good bit of time. This is damn near half an hour. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna spare y'all. I turned this into a whole freaking podcast episode. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video right here. I thank y'all so much for rocking with the King, rocking with the News of the People, you know, rocking with the Blue Empire, and also rocking with, you know, these other entities. Again, the Collegiate 100, BSA, the AKAs, the Alphas, the Betas, the LUL, the Sigmas. Again, the Soul Flowers, the Poodles, any and everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting them. But, you know, definitely make sure that y'all like this video up. Share this with any and everybody, especially, you know, if they got a thing or two to do with FGCU or Fort Myers. Make sure that y'all definitely, you know, y'all show your support down in the comment section below. I appreciate the comments as always, and I'm sure that they will too. But, you know, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow my social media pages, and most importantly, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right? All right. Now, I'll catch y'all in the next one, all right? Peace, be easy, and as always, y'all stay blessed up.